Hey there, guys. So today is day 3 of me challenging myself with the Avian Advent Calendar. Now, the Avian Advent Calendar is an advent calendar of parrot toy parts. So I am going to be challenging myself to build a brand new toy every single day. So if that is something you guys are interested in seeing, you want to make sure to stick around because that's going to be coming up right after this. Hey there, guys. This is Jack over at Hive Redbird, where I am tirelessly working to find new ways to make the keeping of exotic animals and pets more exciting, more affordable, and ultimately more enjoyable. And today's video is part of a series going over a challenge I am doing with the Avian Advent Calendar. Now, the Avian Advent Calendar is a product put together by the Leather Elves. If you guys would like to know more about it, I am going to put the link in the description section down below. But basically, it is an advent calendar of parrot toy parts. So I am going to be challenged every single day to put together a brand new toy using the toy parts that come in the individual boxes. So there's a couple of things to keep in mind here. First and foremost, the best part of this, we're going to be building a brand new toy every single day, December 1st through the 25th. So you definitely want to make sure that you pay attention to that. Now, we are going to be using a variety of different toy parts, and I think it's really important that people learn to work with a variety of different parrot toy parts. Sometimes there's going to be things that you're not as comfortable using or that you're just not as familiar with using, but your bird could definitely benefit from that. So we're going to be paying attention to the variety of different items that are available in the boxes and make sure that we use them appropriately. Now, this is also designed to help everyone build skills as a parrot toy maker. So we want to make sure we're paying attention to things like, what's the purpose of this toy? How is your animal going to be using it? How can we make sure that it's going to be safe? Do we need to pay attention to things like cleanliness? Keeping an item clean, which can be an issue with certain parrot toys, how you're going to present it. Obviously, the presentation of different items can change how interested your bird is in interacting with certain things. So we're going to be covering a variety of different approaches, different toy making techniques. So hopefully at the end of this 25-day period, everyone who watches this series will have better skills and be a better parrot toy maker. So there's a lot of things we're trying to accomplish here. One thing I do want to point out before we get started, we're going to open a new box every single day, but we're not necessarily going to be using all of the parts every single day. I would encourage you guys to save those parts, save things like the packing paper, the boxes that you are opening every single day, because we will be using them on future challenges. The important thing is that there are so many different materials that can be used to make great parrot toys, and we are going to do our best to use all of them. But that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the toy that we're going to be building today. All right, guys, so for day 3 of the Avian Advent Calendar, we have a really cool wooden piece. Now, I am actually going to set this aside because I think this piece has a lot of potential as a base for a hanging toy later on. You guys can see it's a really cool shape. It's got all of these holes drilled through it. It's pre-dyed. So it is going to be a great base to a toy. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. And I wanted to talk about using boxes as parrot toys, because I think using boxes are going to be some of the best things you have in your arsenal. We get so many boxes in our lives. You'll get them on a variety of different things, and a lot of them have the potential of being very good parrot toy parts. But there are a couple of things you want to pay attention to. I'm going to go ahead and use this box. You guys can see that it's going to be stuffed with that red crinkle paper. If you want to make things a little bit more exciting, again, add a few of those favored treat items. Just a few of them. You don't have to completely fill this box up. A few things that your bird can get while they're destroying this is going to be plenty exciting. You can make sure that you are managing their diet, managing their food intake, particularly of treat items. That can be a little bit challenging, but it's still a lot of fun. Now, if you're going to use boxes and give those to your bird, there's a couple of things you want to check for. Luckily, the boxes on the Avian Advent Calendar don't have any stickers. The adhesive that comes on any kind of stickers can be a little bit of a problem. One, because of the inherent risk of your bird ingesting that adhesive. But two, if there was anything that was stuck to that adhesive. Dust, glitter, grit, all of those things could be potentially problematic. If you're going to use a box, you want to make sure that it doesn't have anything on the box that is problematic. I know these stamps are done with a soy-based dye. Most of the dye that you're going to get is going to be safe, especially if it's going to be on things that are made for human use, human consumption. A lot of food boxes, they're going to be food-safe dyes. Now you want to make sure that you're not going to be using something that was exposed to anything that's potentially problematic. I wouldn't use boxes from things like old car parts. If your box has anything like sugar or salt residue on the box, I would go ahead and avoid those. I'm going to want to check my boxes to make sure that they don't have anything like glitter, anything like foil, anything like a plastic coating. All of those could be an impaction hazard if your bird were to eat that. But if your box is safe and good to use, something like this is something you can have put together in a matter of seconds, especially if you have a busy day, if you're frantically trying to get everything done first thing in the morning. This can be a great option for providing a treat for your bird that they're going to have to work a little bit harder for. So I definitely encourage you guys to try that out, especially if you're running late or you just need to make a little bit more time in the day. This way you are still providing your bird quality enrichment, but you're able to get on with your day. So if you guys appreciate those safety tips when it comes to using things like boxes, if you want to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we do have quite a few more days of the Avian Advent Calendar, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.
I do need to say thank you to my Patreon patrons for helping to make these videos possible. You can find out more by visiting Hi Red Bird on Patreon or clicking the link in the description section down below if you would like more information. Thanks!